My name is Geetsa Shave, and I will be talking about how I landed 2 scholarships in South Korea with 5 tips for you. You're probably an aspiring scholarship candidate, or you want to study in Korea, or you're just interested in Korea, or you're just randomly scrolling on YouTube. So welcome! Today I'm going to be talking about how I got 2 scholarships for the Global Korea Scholarship. The first one was for my exchange program at a Korean university called Paichai University. Got with because my university during my bachelor's degree was a partner of Paichai University. So that was my first exchange scholarship. The benefits were that the flights were paid. I was getting about 500,000 won, which is about $450, about 30,000 Indian rupees per month as living expenses. So yeah, that was my first scholarship. Number 2 was after I completed this exchange scholarship, I went back to India and I completed my bachelor's degree. And then after I completed that, I applied for the master's degree scholarship in Korea. And this is my certificate because I have recently graduated. Yep, here's a picture of me. Yeah, I was really happy. Here's more pictures of me with my friends, and like, it was a great day. It was a great day. This was my second scholarship. The benefits for this one: tuition fee was again paid for my entire master's course and my language immersion course, which was the first year. So the first year is language immersion course. For me, it was in Busan, Tongso University, and then 2 years of my master's degree at Chungang University. So tuition fee was paid throughout. My flight to Korea was paid. My flight from Korea back to India after the completion of my course is also paid, but I didn't want to go right now, so I didn't really get that money or free flight. And of course, they paid us a total of 1 million won, which is about 900 something dollars, and I don't know, like 60,000-70,000 rupees per month for living expenses. If you do get a topic level 5 or 6, you get an extra $100 per month added to your scholarship living expenses. Now for the tips that I have for all of you applying. Number 1 is kind of obvious. It's kind of something that you should know. Korea is a Korean speaking country. So you know what that means, right? That means that you should learn a little bit of Korean, bro. You should know a little bit of Korean. And I have some great resources that I actually found out early on YouTube. It's completely free, and you can learn from the alphabets, someone teaching you in English the alphabets of Korean, and then you can go on in the video series all the way up to like level 4 or something. So I think it's really good if you're willing to dedicate the time. Learn the language if you can. Please take the TOPIK test. TOPIK stands for Test of Proficiency in Korean. Yes. Number 2 is to get good grades before you apply for this scholarship. I believe the percentage that you have to meet in order to even be eligible to apply for the scholarship is the 80 percentile. So if you're applying for a bachelor's degree here, your undergraduate program, then during your senior year of high school, your 12th grade exams, you should have a higher percentage than 80%. Now this is just to walk into the room. Just put your step into the room. After that, now you're just like everyone else. Everyone who's applying is above the 80 percentile. Now you have to set yourself apart. So absolutely, you need good grades. So definitely work hard where you are right now. Number 3, the most, if not one of the absolute most important aspects of applying for a scholarship and being successful is your motivation letter. You need to invest time. You need to invest time into making that piece of writing very authentic, very compelling, very touching. You can talk about what you loved Korea if you've not been to Korea through online resources, and about what you're passionate about. If you're passionate about the music industry in Korea, then absolutely write about that, and make sure that you go into details that other people are not going into. Okay, if whatever you're passionate about, write about that authentically and tell your story, like art. Number 4 is kind of obvious, to be putting in all the experiences that you've gained. Maybe not, your 3rd grade dance competition. Maybe not that. You get the point. Anything and everything that would support your application in a positive way, you should put in, and be as detailed in your study plan as much as possible. Warning, number 5 is super cheesy. Okay. I am a firm believer of I don't know, some people call it the law of attraction, some people call it the law of vibration. The point is that the universe is creating the life that you desire for yourself, and what you put out into the universe is what comes back to you. So if you're putting out a vibration wherein you are already in Korea and you already have this Korean government scholarship, and you're just in those spirits where you're ready to welcome it and not completely attached to the outcome of this scholarship, you're not like itching to like, I have to, like, this is all I want from life, and if I don't get it then the world is just over. And when you're not in that space, that life kind of gives you beautiful things. Just kind of spend time imagining yourself, visualizing yourself already in Korea, already at your dream university, already doing all the things that you want to do here, and just set the tone for yourself. Maybe put your wallpaper. I remember when I had not gotten the scholarship, I put a wallpaper of Gwangali Beach, which is located in Busan. This is just a little example. I had not gotten the scholarship yet, but I really wanted to do my language course in Busan. Now the government assigns you to any language school across the country. They shuffle it. It's completely at random. You don't get a choice as to what city you want to go to. So there are many like secluded cities, there are many like big cities like Daejeon, and I had already been to Daejeon during my exchange program. I was in the city of Daejeon. So now what I wanted, I'm a huge fan of beaches and coastal areas and all of that. So I really wanted Busan. And so what I did was I put the wallpaper of Gwangali Beach, which is located in Busan. I didn't even know what the beach was called. I just searched Busan beach on Google. I found this picture of this beautiful bridge and I put it on my lock screen. And, I would see it all the time, and I would kind of just visualize myself sitting there and feeling really grateful for the scholarship that I had gotten. And this was, mind you, again, before I had even received the news of getting this scholarship. So I did that. I did it for, I think, a couple of days. I did it like every now and then, but I wasn't really attached to it. And after some point, I didn't really pay attention as much. Like, I was just using my phone, and it was just in my subconscious at this point. And so there was a point where I had let go of the outcome, basically. And it happened. And what's insane is my language program was assigned to Busan. And I was screaming when I found out. I was like, wow, I was so amazed. But the really fascinating story that I'd like to share is when I had landed in Busan, I was ready to begin my language course. We had about a week before the classes actually started. So it was like my second day after arrival, and there was no quarantine at this point because this was before COVID. So second day, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go and explore the city all on my own. And so I got on the subway and I was heading to Haeundae Beach, which is like one of the biggest beaches in Busan. And I got off at the wrong stop. Like, I got off like earlier than I was supposed to. And I get to the stop, and then, it says like like there was some beach there too. So I was like, okay, well, you know, since I've already ended up at this wrong stop, I might as well just go explore this beach here. And so I'm walking, and and there's like this road, and you can't really see the beach yet. You can't see anything. It's just, you just see a road. And I'm walking, and as I keep walking, I start to see the bridge that I had put on my wallpaper appearing in front of me. And I had ended up at Kwangali Beach without even planning for it, without even knowing the name of that bridge, nothing. But it was the power of my subconscious mind, of me having already put myself in that place where I felt gratitude looking at that bridge, that was so deeply imprinted that the higher self, my higher self, or universe, or whatever you want to call it, got me there. It literally, I got off at the wrong station and I ended up at that beach. And you know what I did? I was in tears. I got myself Baskin Robbins and I sat at that exact spot that I had imagined. The sand touching my toes, sounds of the waves. I had already seen this all mentally, and it was now a reality. And I think that was a big defining moment, and that made my faith in this whole like law of attraction thing so strong. So last and final point is to really not be attached to the outcome, to feel it mentally before you're physically there, and just be in high spirits. So if you like these kind of topics, then please do subscribe. Thanks for watching. All the links that I've mentioned during this video will be linked below. Subscribe to this, click the bell icon. Thank you for watching.